If I were to tell you I smoke weed, what's the first thing that would come to your head? Stoner, lazy, dropout, failure, or all the rest of the negative stigma and connotations that go along with it by society's standards? Well, have you taken the time to get to know me before all these judgments rushed into your mind? No. That's discrimination. See, don't you think it's interesting that discriminating against others is not allowed in our society? That people are allowed to be any religion, race, sexuality, gender they want, have any hair color they want, look the way they want to look, and God forbid you'd better not call someone out for being overweight. Yet there's a double standard on it all, because of course we're allowed to speak down to the potheads. So what are the reasons behind it? Now, I'm not trying to preach that marijuana is beneficial or that we should be holding protests to legalize it. That's a different battle. I'm simply talking about what gives people the right to discriminate against other people for their personal choices. Well, how about ignorance? You know, the fear of unfamiliar practices, and because of this fear and lack of knowledge, incorrect assumptions are made about a certain group? That sounds pretty accurate to me. How much do you know about stoners in our society? First off, celebrities. Guess what comes alongside the amazing talent of the legendary Morgan Freeman? Or how about the inspirational and all-loving message of Lady Gaga? Even Natalie Portman admitted to smoking weed almost every day during the time of her university days. And did I mention she was a Harvard graduate? More importantly, in 2003, she became the first Harvard graduate to win an Oscar for Best Actress. And speaking of Oscars, the famous Whoopi Goldberg admitted to being high on stage when she accepted hers for her role in Ghost. But it's not just celebrities with great reputations and amazing life achievements who are part of the stoner category. How many of you own an Apple product? An iPhone or a MacBook or even just the classic iPod? Well, you can thank another stoner for that because Steve Jobs himself took part in smoking weed. And I know what you're thinking. Sure, all these people have such great accomplishments, but they're still breaking the law. Well, then how about we move on to the government figures who put the laws there in the first place? There are at least 11 presidents of the United States of America who have admitted to smoking weed, including Bill Clinton, George Bush, Thomas Jefferson, the beloved John F. Kennedy, George Washington, and yes, even Barack Obama. But it's not just the American government. Queen Victoria of England also used marijuana in her lifetime. And now for my personal favorite example. What if I told you a man who served as the 45th Vice President of the United States? A man who has founded numerous non-profit organizations, a man who graduated from Harvard, fought in the war of Vietnam, and to top it all off, won the Nobel Peace Prize? What if I told you Al Gore himself smoked weed? Bet they didn't teach you that in civics class. So isn't that enough proof that this discrimination and the negative connotations aren't just? In my opinion, stoners are full of pro-social behavior, and ignorance is the deciding factor here. How about you take some time to learn about something before judging it? It seems simple, doesn't it?